Hello everybody, this is 4 Star here, back with another USFL video, and today we will be introducing the first half of teams here for the USFL. Now, in the actual league, the 2022 USFL, they have divided the divisions from North and South, so that's what we will be doing today. We will be introducing all of the players from the North Division first, and then I'll make another video for the South Division because you guys made a lot of players. Over 60 players, I believe, was submitted, and I did exclude a lot of players, so I am sorry that some of your players did not make it in. There were a lot of quarterbacks, so I minimized it for two to each team. So unfortunately, a lot of Michigan Panthers quarterbacks were not put into the game. But some of you guys who did put in as your second team, I did squeeze you guys in there. So hopefully you guys like this video, and remember to like and subscribe. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first team we got here is the New Jersey Generals, and we got our quarterback Gunnar Richard. Now, in his bio, it says that he possesses insane speed, but his injuries derailed him from the beginning of his career, and now he finally got a shot here in the USFL. He's trying to lead the Generals to a championship, and he's our starting quarterback for the season. And he's one of our only quarterbacks on one team. For this one, we got Christian Lopez by official Chris88, a personal friend of mine, one of my boys. He is now a wide receiver here in the USFL. He has a balanced set, so he has a good mix of speed and handling. He's going to be a good one. We should watch out for him. And once again, the Generals only have 3 guys on the team here, and he's one of them. He's going to be the only receiver. He's going to be the main receiver here. I know I got a couple of generics in there, but he's going to be the receiver to beat here for this season. So see a lot of you're going to be witnessing a lot of targets from him. Next, we got free safety Paulie Tweets from my good friend Deadman25, a really good friend of mine, and he is the last player on this team. Free safety. He's a good ball hawk. He's got great hands, and he's a hard hitter as well. So watch out for him. He's a tough guy, man. Big beard, tough guy, long hair, man. Can't beat that, right? Alright, so now we're looking to the Pittsburgh Maulers, who have a little bit more depth in their roster. And we're going to start with Cordell Grant, made by Dr. Disappointment. He is from Duke University. Shout out Daniel Jones. He's my quarterback, right? So he's a big guy. He's not that big of a guy, is he? He's 5'11", 219. He's a scrambler, and he should be a game changer for the Pittsburgh Maulers. That he has a good mix of accuracy and strength, but his strong suit is, of course, that speed that he has, and he's going to be competing against that role with Gabriel Davis, who we're going to cover next. But he's a pretty accurate quarterback from where my practice was coming from. So he's a pretty good runner, pretty good accurate quarterback, just all around good dual threat quarterback. Next, we got 24-year-old quarterback Gabriel Davis, made by TGM Gabe. He is 24 years old, and he is 6'3", 224 pounds, a pocket passer by every mention of the word. He's a dark horse, man. He's a great pocket passer, extremely accurate, and I'm looking forward to playing with this guy. He's a very, very strong, very, very accurate QB, and he has some good pocket presence as well. He can scramble when he has to, but he likes to throw it. He likes to throw it nice and precise, and he has a good arm as well. So he might be our starter here in for the Pittsburgh Maulers. Of course, for our RB1, we got Big Joe Mama from Ben 24, man. This guy's a bruiser, man. This guy is a power running back, and with every sense of the word. 6'2", 200 pounds, man. He's strong. 24 years old, man. He is a bruiser, like I said before. He's gonna be one. He's gonna be one of those guys that establishes the run very, very well, and he has a good two-headed monster with the next guy that we're gonna introduce. He's gonna be good. He's RB1. He's gonna be a critical third down back, man. And like I said before, that power, with the mixture of quite some good speed here. And he's just a shifty guy as well, too. A little bit of shiftiness, but that power is where it's at for Big Joe Mama. We got another great running back here, Mike Allen the fifth, man. A little bit of backstory on him now. By player one here, it was a lot of backstory. So I'll read the cliff notes to you. He was a military guy, Michael Allen, the fifth, big military guy, and he was destined to be a part of the United States military, but he just fell in love with the game of football. By the time he became a sophomore in high school, he grew up 5 inches to become 5'11" and just over 200 pounds. He is a balanced, nice, fast running back who has speed and who has strength as well. He will be fitting nice and well with this two-headed monster that we've created here in Pittsburgh. So, Mike Allen the fifth, great running back here. Can't wait to see what he does on that second down running back, on that nice little running back balance that we're gonna have here for this team. Here we got our slot receiver, number 17, and a distant cousin from the fabled and famous Manning family here. We got Evan Manning here. He's gonna be a great slot receiver. He is pretty fast, man, but he has some great hands as well. But his purpose here is speed. He's going to be here as a great slot receiver. He's very agile, can run those routes really well. And I'm looking forward to see what he does in the slot here as wide receiver 2 or 3 coming into this season for the Maulers. Next, we got Nnamdi Okolocha here, made by 8-Bit Aztec, who is also friends with Coach.com. Shout out to him. His channel will be in the description below. But him and Evan Manning were actually teammates in college. So now they're gonna be here together. Okolocha is a fast and good balanced receiver here, but he's got that speed as well, man. Him and Evan Manning, man, they are both speedy receivers here. So I can't wait to see what happens with both of them. They're gonna be both great threats on that on polar opposite ends of the field here. With the third and final receiver here for the Pittsburgh Maulers, we got Will Austin. We got William Austin here, made by 9th Ranger. Now he is 27 years old, so he is almost basically in his prime here. He's a balanced wide receiver. He's 6'1", and he's got great hands and great speed, man. That's why we named him wide receiver 1. He's just a jack of all trades, man, and he's very quick, very fast, got some great hands. So can't wait to see what he does. He might be on the top of a lot of people's leaderboards here when it comes to passing yards, when it comes to receiving yards, and it comes to yak and stuff like that. He's a phenomenal receiver. Now we only have one submission here on defense for the Maulers, and that was cornerback Parker Pace. So he's going to be CB1 here. He is a good cornerback at 6'1", 190, man. He's a coverage corner, and he's going to be a tough guy to beat out there on that edge when it comes to the best of the best. So watch out for him to swat those balls down, get some good hits, get some good licks on the wide receivers, and get some good picks here. So he should be one to watch. He's a very attentive guy, and he's going to be definitely the commander of the offense here. All right, now we move on to the Philadelphia Stars, who have 2 quarterbacks here, and one of them is Will Power, made by Eagles 1930. This guy is very raw at 18 years old, but he has blazing fast speed. He has an average arm and not that great accuracy, but man, he can get out of trouble in a pinch, man. Almost Patrick Mahomes like he can get out of trouble. But like I said before, he's not that accurate. He's not that strong yet. Like I said before, he's 18. He's still growing. Even though he's 6'3", he's still growing. He's just a kid, but he's got an opportunity to play for this team. So let's see what he could do this season. Here we got another scrambling QB. It's Jamal Curry, made by Ninja is Green 90. Now he's 25 years old. He has about, I believe, 8 years over. No, he has about 7 years over Will Power over here. So he might be the starter. He's a little bit more experienced with the ball, and he's a little bit more accurate and a lot more powerful than him. Like I said, he's not as fast as Will Power, but he has a good scrambling ability. He has a good throw on the run, and he's way more powerful and way more accurate. So he might be the starter for the Philadelphia Stars coming week 1. Next, we got our running back RB1 Chris Asensio by Chris A, and he is one bad man, man. He is fast. He is strong. 26 years old, 5'11", 220. A balanced template here. He is just a strong and fast runner. We should be seeing a lot from Chris Asensio here this season. He's definitely going to be the workhorse of this Stars team going into the season, and hopefully he can do extremely well. I mean, he's extremely talented, and in the practices I've seen him do, he's just been phenomenal. So at this point, he's at his peak, right? 26 years old, strong. He's ready, man. He is ready for the big time. Now, this entry was pretty unique by Mr. Nick Stone. He made twins here, Brian and Alex Kavanaugh, both of them playing right outside and left outside linebackers respectively. Now, they have pretty much they have identical stats. Like I just did it just like that. They have identical tackling, awareness, all that. They're both 6'4", 255. They're both behemoths. They're both pass rushers, and they're both very, very talented, man. If you are running against these guys, just get ready. And if you guys are passing against these guys and these guys are on the blitz, just get ready to dump that ball off, because you're not going to get anything past these two brothers here, man. These guys are both stone walls, and they should be both big stars here on the defense when it comes to the Stars. Alright, next we got Big Draco himself, and we not talking about Big Soldier Boy. We talking about Andrew Draco, man. This man is a nightmare. He's an edge rusher. He's a DN for the Stars, man, and he will destroy you on sight, man. Hey, man, he been telling people in the locker room that he was born in a volcano, that he been drinking lava from the mountaintops of the volcano, man. They said he is a destroyer. They said that he's been destroying anything in his path since he was born. Of course, the locker room don't believe him, right? But, hey, he backs it up with the gameplay, man. He backs it up with his strength, with his speed, with his power, man. We can be talking about transcendent talent here, man. Andrew Draco, he's fast, he's strong, man, and he's ready to knock you down, man. Watch out for this guy coming up here. Next here on the defense, we got cornerback Jacob Griner, made by the author himself, Jacob Griner. He is 18 years old, so he is, once again, very, very raw, but he does have that hitting quality, man. We're talking about like an Ed Reed type guy, man. A guy that knows how to hit hard. We're talking about a Sean Taylor type, man. He is a tough guy, man, and you do not want to mess with him when it comes to one-on-one. Then we got our next free safety here, Griffin Adams, made by Popsicle Willie here, and he's a heavy hitter as well, man. But he likes to play coverage. That is his strong suit. He has soft hands. He can catch the ball, and he's very good at coverage. He's really good at catching up with those speed wide receivers. So really watch out for him, as he is going to be the guy to really get those crucial interceptions when it comes down to the wire. And you need a guy to shut down the game. You need a guy to end the game. This might be the guy for you. And lastly, we got Spencer Slice, man. He is a safety here, 6'1", and he's a strong guy, man. First round star type guy, man. He's a strong guy. He's a hard hitter. Once again, Philadelphia has some really tough guys here, and this Philadelphia team is reminding me of the Eagles of yesteryear, man. Those mid 2000s Brian Dawkins type guys, man. And Spencer Slice is one of them, man. He is a pursuit type of guy. He will chase you down to the ends of the earth, and he will lay the smack down on you, man. He's a tough guy, but he's also very, very smart. He knows where to be in coverage, and he knows where his opportunities lie when it comes to picking the ball off. So that's Spencer Slice, and that's the Philadelphia Stars for us. All right, now on to the deepest roster we got here, and that's the Michigan Panthers. My favorite to win this whole thing this season because of just the depth of the roster that they have. And we're starting with quarterback Dylan Neff, right? He's 25 years old, and he is a miniature 5'8", man. But he is a scrambler, man. I think that's one of his best suits, right? He can scramble. He's a Kyler Murray type guy, and he's small. He's small in stature, but that doesn't stop him from making big plays, man. He has a good arm, but not that good of an accuracy. So we should be watching out for that. But once again, he is tiny, man. 5'8". He's probably one of the shortest quarterbacks I've ever made in Madden and playing this game for like 15 years. I've never made a guy so small as him. But, you know, he's got the accuracy. He's got a little bit of the accuracy. He's got the power. So let's see what he does on this season. Next, we have potential starter Adam Richardson, made by himself, Adam Richardson, number 16. He's 24 years old, and he is a good old-fashioned pocket passer. He's got the accuracy, he's got the power, and you know, he just doesn't have the speed like Dylan Neff. But I think that he's going to be a perfect quarterback for this team because this team, like I said before, is very, very deep when it comes to a roster, and they have a lot of wide receivers that's going to be hungry for the ball, and I don't think they're going to be getting used to a scrambling quarterback like Dylan Neff. I think that Adam Richardson is the perfect pick for this type of team. But like I said, there's always room for Dylan Neff here. He can be a specialty guy, but we're gonna be charting these quarterbacks throughout the season, so there's a chance for either one of these quarterbacks to be starters. But Adam Richardson is definitely a fan favorite for me. Now we got running back Ronald Mack, man. He is 20 years old, so he's a rookie. 6'1", 210 pounds. He's a strong guy, but he's also very, very fast, and I think that is his trait right there, that he's a very, very speedy back. I think this is a very speedy team. This team loves its spread offense, but they're going to find a niche for Ronald Mack as he is good at also running the ball and also at the receiving end. So he can really catch the ball, and he can keep himself occupied here with a lot of these pass schemes that Michigan has this season. And I think he's going to do pretty well, man. He's a very good player. He's a stud. So I hope he does well for this season. All right, for the O-line now, we have ex-MLB hopeful turned football player Chad Cracker. Man, he is and it's in the name, Cracker, man. He's a tough guy, and he will knock you down. He's a great creator of the pocket, man. He's very controlling. He's very strong, and he'll keep you in check for a minute. So watch out for him and to see some breakaway runs from Ronald Mack, who can get open because of him. He's a tough guy, man. He's a tough guy, and I like him, man. He's a stone wall. He's a bridge, man, and he will get the job done. All right, and for the first of our wide receivers, we got Connor Fitzsimmons here, man. Made by his author, Connor Fitzsimmons, and he's once again another raw talent, 18 years old, man. Number 18, playing for the Michigan Panthers. Very, very speedy. Got some shaky hands sometimes, but sometimes he'll make that up most of the time. And he's just a great route runner, man. But once again, he's raw in talent. We got to see what he does throughout the season. But he should be a potential star when it comes down to the end of the season, man. He's tough, and he's young, and he's got a lot of potential. Now we got the guy that sounds like he should be in a cubicle. We got Jake Whiteman, made by Wither Rafe. He's another young talent, but he's 22 years old, so he's got a little bit of college experience behind him, and he's ready to ball, man. He's a possession receiver, so we should be seeing him really catch the ball. He's very tall. Well, he's not that tall. He's 6'2", and we should see him really just he's one of those reliable safety blankets for the quarterback, and he should be a pretty good and a pretty safe wide receiver to go to. All right, next we got our wide receiver one here. As of right now, wide receiver one, Elias Moss. He is also 22, so he is also a rookie, very very raw, but he's a possession receiver, and once again another safety blanket that Adam Richardson and Dylan Neff can go to. He's very fast as well. He's got a little bit above average speed, and once again, he's got great hands, soft hands that can catch almost anything on the field. You rarely see him drop a pass, but once again, he's a great safety blanket. And I think that this is a solid receiving core to have if you're either Dylan Neff or Adam Richardson. All right, so here on the defensive side of the ball, we got Walter McDonald here by 8-Bit Aztec. Once again, man, he is a tough mamma jamma, man. He is strong, man, and he reminds me so much of the Super Bowl champion Aaron Donald, man. He's quick, he's fast, he's strong, man. And if I was a running back or a quarterback, man, I am scared to death of this guy, man. He is just so quick and come off the ball really, really quickly. And man, he's just big. He's imposing, 6'5", 254, man. He's a strong guy, man, and he's one of the reasons why I got this team going to the USFL Championship, man. This team is just loaded with great talent like Walter McDonald, man, and he's going to be the one to watch this season. Maybe even Defensive Player of the Year caliber. All right, here we got Daquan Barkley. No relation to Saquon, unfortunately, man, but it's from our boy Dat MF and Manny. And he's got a stud right here, man. 6'3", 230, man. But he's very raw. 18 years old. He looks like a grown man. You wouldn't even know that he's 18, right? But he's raw. Once again, we should be seeing a lot of action from him. There's a lot of guys there in that front seven that he's going to be making an impact of. And like I said, he's a tough guy, man. And you wouldn't even know if he was 18 until he told you. So, another guy to watch for this team. Here we got linebacker Steven, I believe it's called Stephen Holla or Stephen Halley. I'm going to go with Halley as of right now, but he's also a good outside linebacker for this team, a run stopper type guy. So he should be definitely a guy to watch for. Once again, 6'1", just around 220, 230. He's a strong guy. He's 23 years old, so he's got a little bit more experience than the others here on this roster. But once again, another stud to watch out for when it comes to this defense. Next, we got at safety Marcus Windsor. He is a pretty talented guy, man. Pretty talented guy. He's very fast, very strong. Has great hands. At 25 years old, at 6'2", 225. He's a pretty solid free safety, and he should be beneficial to this already stacked defense. Next at strong safety, we got Chaz Powers, made by Flowers here, 6 feet 223, a hard-hitting DB here. He is the strong safety for this team. He's only 20 years old, still a rookie, but he has that strength, that power that that this team is looking for, which is already part of a bruising front seven, and he just rounds that out with his power and hard-hitting ability, taking shots on the wide receivers. And lastly, for this Michigan defense, we got cornerback Chris Delro, made by Deli16. Once again, pretty young, but he's got a little bit more experience than the others. 24 years old. A strong coverage receiver, man. He is very, very attentive. Has great awareness, great hands, and he should be a force to be reckoned with. As he is, I believe he is CB2 or CB1. So we should be seeing him all over the field. He is a strong candidate for an interception leader because he has great hands. All right, and lastly, we have our kicker, Adam Shek. by faking works. He is Czech Republic born and bred, man, but he is here to play some American football. And he is pretty accurate. But his limit looks like it's going to be about 58, 59 yards here. He's like I said before, he's deadly accurate, so he should be one of those kickers that we see get those clutch game-winning field goals when it comes down to the wire. All right, so that is the North Division. We got some stars, we got some studs there, but that is the North Division, man. Pretty deep when it comes to Michigan, and not so deep when it comes to my home state of New Jersey. But I'm predicting that New Jersey's gonna have a decent season, but it's gonna come down to either Philadelphia or Michigan. So we're gonna get ready for the South Division, and then we're gonna go right into the games. I'm probably gonna post another video of NFL Europe because I've shortened it to 14 weeks. So I want to get that done. Then I want to get my BFL draft going, and we can continue on to the USFL season. So I'll see you guys in the next video of the South Division. And guys, take care, like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.